Hello everyone, sports fans, Chiefs Kingdom. This is Calvin X Baker TV here. So time for another prediction video, as it's this Sunday night. We have the Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. Week 4 prime time, and well, this was a game that I think before the season started, or like when the schedule was released back in April or May, whenever it was, that I think this was a game that most people had circled on their calendars as a must-watch game, as Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers were set to likely face off, but unfortunately that will not happen, as Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles in their season opener against the Bills. Literally just like 3 plays in, he tore his Achilles and is out for the year, although it's rumored that if they make the playoffs that he could return. And now they're left with quarterback Zach Wilson, who has not been good, has more interceptions than touchdowns, has 4 interceptions to 2 touchdowns this season, and he was their starter for most of last season, and also had more interceptions. He has 22 interceptions to 17 touchdowns in his career. And yes, that's not great. Definitely don't want to see that from a quarterback. And so definitely disappointing that we do not get Mahomes and Rodgers. And this is now the third time in which we were scheduled to play Aaron Rodgers, and either him or Mahomes got hurt. The first time back in 2019 when he was with the Packers, Mahomes had a knee injury that forced him out, and then 2 seasons ago in 2021, Aaron Rodgers had a positive COVID test and so couldn't play, and now Rodgers has a torn Achilles. So it's a bit of a bummer that we don't get to see Rodgers-Mahomes matchup, and unless if these two face off in the playoffs, we probably won't ever get to see it, unfortunately, with Rodgers' age. He's going to be 40 years old in December, so kind of sad. So, and well, these two teams really having opposite wins a week ago. The Chiefs had just a dominating performance, 41-10 win over the Chicago Bears last week, and we just dominated on both sides of the ball. Offense and defense were both outstanding, and the Jets lost 15-10 to the New England Patriots. And Zach Wilson had just 18 completions, and they had only 18 yards rushing, or 38 yards rushing, but 18 both by the running backs, Dalvin Cook and Breece Hall. So, this offense has not done too well since Rodgers got hurt, even though they won in their Week 1 game against Buffalo. So, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if Zach Wilson gets benched. They actually signed a quarterback, Trevor Siemian, and added him to the practice squad. And he's a veteran who's been a starter formerly with the Broncos, started a bunch of games there, but since then has bounced around. So we'll see. And Jets also led by arguably the best cornerback in the league, and Sauce Gardner, who won Defensive Rookie last year. They also led by wide receiver Garrett Wilson, who won Offensive Rookie of the Year last year. So they have a solid defense. So, as they're also led by All-Pro defensive tackle Quinnen Williams. So, but yeah, let's see how this goes. First of 2 road games after this. Next Sunday, we'll face the Minnesota Vikings, who are winless currently. But their opponent for tomorrow is another winless team, the Carolina Panthers. So, we ironically are facing a couple of teams after this that are off to rough starts. The Jets in this one, and then the Vikings, and then the Denver Broncos, who actually faced Denver twice in 2 weeks. And they are 0-3. They gave up 70 points last week to Miami. So, we'll see how this game goes. I'm going to say Chiefs win. I'm going to say 30-13. So, till Sunday, Comics are saying go Chiefs. Sorry.